Welcome to Motor Scene's Power Lap. In each episode, 5 of the 50 fastest cars on the planet takes on our treacherous circuit. And only the top 25 quickest on our lap times board will earn their place in the grand finale race at the legendary Circuit de la Sarthe. Hold on tight, because this is Motor Scene's Power Lap.
And he's off. Mig takes the wheel of the legendary Lotus 49 from 1967, a car driven to glory by none other than Jim Clark himself. And just look at Mig, already flicking the car sideways through Crooner, showcasing that perfect balance of control and chaos. Through Chicago now, and this Lotus isn't just fast, it's blinding. With 410 horsepower under its featherweight frame, this was a machine that redefined the racing car. Acceleration, top speed, and braking. It's a masterclass in 1960s innovation. Careful now into Hammerhead. A cheeky bit of oversteer on the exit, and the car wobbles down the back straight. Oh, and it's dancing now. A bit of a shimmy at high speed, but Mig keeps his nerve. Flying past the tires at full tilt, this car feels alive. Into the final sequence, taking care not to squander a superb lap. Through Gambon now, and across the line.
With a stunning time of 1:17.273, we have a brand new leader. The Lotus 49 has proven its legend once again.
And Mig is off. This time he's behind the wheel of the 1976 Lancia Monte Carlo, a car with just 218 horsepower. But don't be fooled, it's a machine built to win. A bit of oversteer into Wilson, but Mig reels it in effortlessly. The suspension, absolutely sublime. This car is planted on the tarmac like it's been glued there. Stretching its legs now on the Chicago straight, smooth, composed, and begging for more. Hammerhead approaches, and Mig slams on the brakes. The Monte Carlo doesn't flinch. It's solid, responsive, and perfectly in sync with its driver. Into the follow-through. Oh, look at this. Mig's got the throttle wide open and the Lancia is taking it like a champ. Through Bentley now, what curve. It's as if the Monte Carlo simply ignored it. And here come the final turns. Mig's throwing the car around with confidence. Into Gambon, arcing through beautifully, and across the line.
With a time of 1:23.95, the Lancia Monte Carlo secures a strong 4th place. A truly competitive machine. But who's next?
And Mig is off. Behind the wheel of the 1974 Porsche Carrera RSR, a masterpiece of the 911 lineage, packing 330 horsepower. Many say this is the most beautiful 911 ever made, but let's see if it's as fast as it is pretty. Mig powers through Wilson, pushing the limits early on. Into Chicago now, smooth entry, but oh, kicking up a cloud of dirt on the exit. The RSR blasts through the debris like a rocket. Hammerhead next. And Mig's absolutely wringing its neck. Precision on the edge before opening up the throttle for the straight. The follow-through proves tricky. A slight overshoot costs precious time, but Mig's back in control. On the main straight, the RSR 3.0 shows its pedigree, roaring down the tarmac like a lion let loose. Into the penultimate corner. Watch out, a touch of grass there. Mig doesn't flinch, lining up Gambon with second gear screaming, and across the line.
With a time of 1:25.844, the Carrera RSR grabbed 6th place, edging out its cousin, the 908 LH, by a full 2 seconds. A gorgeous, thrilling machine. Who's next?
This time it's another Italian stallion. And we're off again. Mig is at the wheel of the 1982 Alfa Romeo GT-V6, packing 280 horsepower. A proper classic. But oh, a tail-happy one as it slides out of crooner. Mig fights it back under control. Brilliant car handling there. Notice that high rear suspension. Our team didn't have time to tweak it, so it's running in its original setup. Yet, despite this, the GT-V6 is surprisingly nimble and gives the driver plenty of confidence. Blasting down the straight towards the opposite curve. Look at how the front dips hard under braking. Into the corner now, and Mig shifts short for a smooth exit, keeping the Alfa in check. Heading for the follow-through, Mig switches to staccato throttle control. Listen to the engine growl as he powers through. The GT-V6 is absolutely flying down the final straight. But here's the challenge, braking into the last section. Oh no, the back end. It dances dangerously close to chaos, skimming the grass. But Mig plants the throttle, and the car pirouettes beautifully through Gambon before crossing the line. What a show. Let's see where it lands on the leaderboard.
The Alfa Romeo GT V6 was an absolute blast to watch with its dramatic flair and tail-happy antics, but it didn't quite deliver on pace.
And closing the day, it's Mig behind the wheel of his very own Formula Renault prototype, a machine he races competitively. And yes, you'll get to watch all the action right here on Motorscene. Out of the crooner. Whoa! The car bucks wildly and Mig slides it sideways. Incredible. These machines demand precision, and Mig, he shows no mercy. This Renault prototype boasts a punchy 1.6-litre engine, packing 309 HP, bolted onto a chassis tuned specifically for the track. Hammerhead, everything locks up. Mig's ringing it out, leaving nothing on the table. Third gear, tires screaming on the back straight. This is rapid. The car's bouncing through the curves again, yet Mig keeps it planted. Flies through the Bentley. Catches a bit of grass on the penultimate turn. Aggressive through Gambon and across the line.
With a time of 1:20.9, the Renault prototype shows its agility and takes 2nd place on the leaderboard. A tantalizing glimpse of the thrills Formula Renault will deliver right here on Motorscene. Subscribe to Motorscene right now. I'm Clemena Jackson, and I see you in the next episode of Motorscene's Power Lab.